rumble with the roar of the crowd. Underneath the stars, we make our town proud. Every win, every loss, we shout it out loud. From the court to the field, to the dirt and the track, we cheer for the glory, we never hold back. It's the pulse of the county, the pride we unpack. Limestone County Sports, we bring the game to life. Every play, every fight, every Friday night. Limestone County Sports, it's where legends ignite. Limestone County Sports, where legends ignite.
Limestone County Sports.
We're legends at night.
Sometimes. Most of the time. We
Most
got a
of the
legend ignited this past Friday night in one of our local rivalry games. Hopefully we have time to get to that at the end of the show. I'm your show host, Greg Wise, and this is
JB.
And we love talking Limestone County High School football, especially after Friday nights like we just had. A lot of our teams getting wins. Unfortunately, some of those were against other Limestone County teams. But nonetheless, seeing a little bit better football this Friday night. And so, yes, have a little bit more positive show than we've been able to have.
Hey, great interview with Coach Matt Smith the other day. I really enjoyed that, and I think Matt did too.
Yeah, he loved it, man. He had reached out to us and sent in that fight song that we was looking for. They made the team of the week last week, and we got it, and we were able to play it at the end of that interview with him. And I just had a good time talking to him, man. You talking about a dude that's played some football with some dudes.
Yeah.
You know, he's played football with some NFL dudes, with some dudes who played some high caliber college football, and you know, if you've seen the video, he's a pretty big guy,
and he learned a lot of good football from some good coaches.
That's right. Played for a lot of good guys, and so he knows it well, and been very successful in the soccer field. Got some rings and state championship blue maps from that. And so, he was down at Clements playing Friday night. We'll get to that game here in a little bit, but got them rolling down there, trying to be competitive. And speaking of, we'll jump right into some of our games here, Jay. Athens, coming off the loss the week before at Jasper, went to Hazel Green this week. They get back in the win column. They beat Hazel Green 28-0. You got any details on that game, Jay?
Well, it was 0-0 almost to halftime, and Athens scored late, about 90 seconds to go till halftime, and it was 7-0 in the half, and then Athens must have just took on from then, because that's, you know, I kept keeping up with it, and I seen final was 28-0. So.
That's good. That was not a region opponent for Athens, and so that now gets them to 3-2 on the season. They are 1-1 in region play. Just kind of playoff summaries. We're going to try to talk a little bit about that. We're about halfway. Everybody's played at least 5 games, some 6, depending on when your bye weeks are, and so we're got a pretty good idea of what the playoff situation is looking like. Athens, next 4 games are region games. They got Muscle Shoals, Hartselle, Columbia, and Decatur. They are 1-1 in region, so they've got to get at least 3 wins. Yeah. Again, there's some crazy tiebreaker stuff that could make that weird, and you could do it with just 2, but we don't even want to talk about that because that's weird. But they need to get 2 of the next 4 games. That Muscle Shoals and
they wish that was a middle school game.
Muscle Shoals is coming in super hot.
Oh, yeah.
They, if I'm not mistaken, have not lost a game. And they are smoking everybody. Yeah, they are undefeated, 5-0, 24-6, 34-7, 49-6 over Columbia, 66-0 over Decatur and Coleman. They beat 42-zip.
That's what that NIL transfer portal do for you.
Yeah, yep. But they have Muscle Shoals at Athens this week, and then another big game, Hartselle. And then they close out the region with Columbia and Decatur. So they got to get 2 of those next 4 games to try to slide in to that 4 seed in the region. And obviously, I'd much rather do that earlier than later.
Yeah.
But the next 2 is going to be pretty tough games. AHS,
but they got them at home though. That's the good part.
Yeah, Hartsel's at home as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Muscle Shoals and Hartselle come to Athens. Muscle Shoals comes to Athens as a 20-point favorite over the Golden Eagles at home. What are you feeling on that game, JV?
I think Athens will try to keep it close, but I think Muscle Shoals will win.
Muscle Shoals just got too many dogs.
Yeah.
That they pulled through the transfer portal. Is that what you're trying to say?
They're a public Mars Hill.
A public Mars Hill. Okay. We'll keep those comments private, even though we just announced them to the world, and we are not condoning that behavior at all. But Muscle Shoals, is going to be a 20-point favorite. I think you're right on that as well. Muscle Shoals pulls away late and probably covers that 20-point spread. And then Athens will look to Hartselle and then Columbia and Decatur to get 2 of the next 4
And I
games.
think Decatur and Columbia's on the road, I think, and then they got Russellville at home to finish out the year, I think.
That is correct. They have
right.
Muscle Shoals, Hartselle at home, on the road at Columbia and Decatur, and then, close out at home against Russellville. All right, moving on to Ardmore. Ardmore went over to Madison County, or as most of us who's been in this area for any length of time know them as Gurley.
Yeah.
And a beautiful night of football. It's really pretty over there on the other side of the mountain. Great setting as the sun's going down right before kickoff. I don't know how Gurley did it, but right when the band starts to play, a flock of geese do a flyover. I wish I'd have had some video running because, the band's playing the national anthem. Here comes some geese flying over. It was very poetic for Friday Night Lights, and it was homecoming for Gurley. They got all the floats and everything in the background, and just great night for football over there.
So you saying the fans took a gander at those geese?
That's a pretty good one, JV, and I like it. They did. Sure did. We enjoyed the flyover. Ardmore did get the win, 41-20. That score probably Gurley got a score late, made it a little closer than it should have been. Really wasn't that close at all. Ardmore handled business without their starting quarterback. He they got a bye week this week, so he should be recovered as they head back into region play. Noah Stafford, the big-time wide receiver we've been talking about all year long, is out with the ACL. He's done for the season, and he's done for months. He's going to be trying to get back before baseball season starts. So hate that for that kid, man. But Ardmore's got they are now 3-3 on the season. They are also 0-3 in region play, which means of the games they got left on the schedule. Obviously, they got a bye week this week. Big car show coming up Saturday. If you're in the area, Ardmore Car Show's the place to be. $5 spectator tickets, or a family of 4 more gets in for $15. Be about 600 to 800 cars there. Food trucks.
Great weather too.
It's supposed to be like high 70s, 78-ish. Yes. No rain as of right now. And swap meet, all kinds of things going on. Big event. If you're in the area, head up to Ardmore. It's up there at the park where the ball fields is on the Tennessee side, kind of back behind Burger King, back in there. And so if you're in that area, check that out. But Ardmore has that bye week this week, and then they go back into region play. Their kind of playoff hopes is on the next 3 games. They got Lawrence County, East Limestone, and West Point, and then close out the season at Elkmont. They've got to win out those 3 region games to make the playoffs. If they did that, they could slide into that 4th seed and then get another game of football. Anything on that, Jay?
So I think they'll. East is playing well here lately, but I think they'll get to that. They'll get those region wins.
Yeah, Lawrence County is going to be in my opinion, very winnable game. Lawrence County's not playing.
They got a new coaching staff.
Yes,
right?
they do. They do. Not playing good football right now, which doesn't mean anything in high school football. You know, you show up one week, who knows who shows up. East Limestone's playing really good football. I think it kind of started over at Russellville when they were pretty much tied going in deep into the fourth quarter with Russellville, and kind of got away from them at the end. But they're playing pretty good football, especially some of the injuries they've had as well at quarterback, and so they're finding ways to move the football and score. And we'll talk a little bit more about their game with West here in a minute. But that's going to be a tough game. It is at home for the Tigers, and then they go to West Point to round that out. West Point's playing pretty good football too. They've got a couple of wins under their belt that they usually – let me see if I can pull that up really quickly. Or maybe I can't. Never mind. West Point's playing good football. Got a few wins. I know they've put some scores up that is a little eye-opening. Like, oh, West Point's playing some big boy football. So we'll see what that 3 and 4 seed in that region comes down to a few weeks down the road. Moving on, Elkmont had a bye this past week. And so obviously don't have any results from any games from them. They are 0-5 on the season, 0-3 in region play. They got Sheffield coming to town. Sheffield comes in at 2-3. The AHSFHS.org has Sheffield favored by 11 points at the Hilltop. What do you think on that game, JV?
I'm going to say Elkmont gets their first win, dude.
I'm going to I think they definitely cover the 11, and I think they do too. They had a bye week.
Because what I seen couple weeks ago at Clements, where they throw the ball, they got some dudes. They got a kid that can chunk it, and they got some kids that can catch a ball.
Yeah.
So I'm picking the Red Devils this week.
Yeah, if they could get a couple of stops defensively, get the ball back in their offense's hands, they could get that win. I'd like to see them do that. I think they do cover the 11 points. And you know what, Jay? I'm going to take them to win too. Hopefully they do get that win. The Red Devils would have to win out to make the playoffs. That would include wins over Sheffield, the number 1 team in the state in 3A, Mars Hill. Big 3A opponent as well, Colbert County and Rogers. They would have to win all 4 of those games just to make the playoff, and that's going to be tough sledding. Obviously, Mars Hill could probably beat the Tennessee Titans right now.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't take much. But good football team. And then Elkmont closes out at home against Ardmore. Big game down at Clements High School this past Friday night. Jay, you was at that game, right?
Yeah, and it was a good game. I know Rick, he wasn't satisfied because they had too many penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Penalties and turnovers that kept Tanner in the game. And if Tanner had a kick, someone that could kick an extra point, they would have probably beat Clements.
Yeah. Did they try it? Did they get blocked or just miss field goals?
They had to go for 2.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess the kicker, they don't have – I don't know, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But they went for 2, and luckily Clements stopped them on those conversions. But, Brady Turner had maybe 3 picks. I don't know if one. I don't know if any of them was a pick 6. I think, but they drove them down there close to scoring. But just sloppy play. Even though Clements got the win, it was sloppy with turnovers and with penalties, and kept Tanner in the game. So, but Matt's team played hard.
Yeah. Well, the final was 21-18, and just when I was seeing some halftime scores and stuff, I was like, oh, they got a game going on down there at Clements.
Yeah, I think it was 13-6 at halftime. Yeah, and but yeah, it was. I'm glad Clements got the win, but it was sloppy. It was just like I said, with turnovers and penalties.
Yeah, that gets Tanner to 1-5 on the season and 0-2 in region play. Obviously, that's not a region game for Tanner. Tanner's 2A, Clements is 3A. For Clements, that gets them back to 500. They are now at 3-3 and 1-2 in region play. Tanner goes to Tharptown this Friday night. Tharptown is 1-4. The AHSFHS.org website has Tanner favored by 13 points at Tharptown.
I'll take the Rattlers.
I will take the Rattlers if the spread was 30.
Yeah.
In this game, I think Tanner's got a couple of dogs that Tharptown's not going to be able to touch, and I think they get loose and put up some points and get a few stops here or there and rout Tharptown in a region game. Tanner's playoff hopes a little brighter than some other teams in our county. Obviously, I think they are in that smaller region where only 6 teams. So technically, if they can get 2 region wins, they can slide into that 4 seed. Now, Tanner, again, is 1-5 on the season, 0-2 in region. But the rest of their schedule, the next 4 weeks is Tharptown, Decatur Heritage. They got a bye week, and then they got Red Bay. Red Bay's going to be tough. Red Bay's playing pretty good football, but Tharptown should win that game, and then it really would come down to the game in 2 weeks between Tanner and Decatur Heritage. Decatur Heritage is down this year as well. They're not playing very good football. And so if Tanner can get 2 of the next 3 games, they can slide into that 4 seed as well.
Yeah, and they almost did last year, right?
Yes, well, it came down to them and Red Bay, I think, last year, and whoever won that game got the spot, and Red Bay got it. And again, Red Bay's doing pretty good, improved this year, and so Tanner's putting themselves in position. If they could win all 3 of those games, they'd be in the 3 seed.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Is their game? Is it at Red Bay, the last one, or is it?
Jay, you're not supposed to be asking me fast questions on the fly because I had to do too much clicking to get there. Let's see. Tanner is Red Bay is at home.
Okay.
And then,
that makes a difference.
Yeah. Talked to Matt last week when he came in about that Sweetwater game on Halloween, and that's way down south, like 3.5 hours away. Yeah. Guys will take a charter bus and all that stuff. So if they could get a playoff berth before going down to Sweetwater, they'd be getting a little playoff experience the week before. And so great planning by Matt and his staff down there, getting that Sweetwater game on the schedule that last week. And it is Halloween. They can go down there and trick-or-treating, brother.
Now, I got a buddy of mine. He went to school at Alabama with some friends of ours and got to be real close with him. That's where he went to school, Sweetwater. And there for a while, they used to win a state title in football almost every year. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why they're down. If they're down, they've been down since then. But he said they always had a real good football team when he was in school. So
yeah, good football program down there. The other half of that game from Friday night is the Clements Colts. Clements has Lauderdale County coming to town. Lauderdale County is 3-3. Lauderdale County has lost about 2-3 in a row, I think.
Yeah.
But obviously the competition plays into. They were started off season 3-0. They're now 3-3 with losses to Colbert County, Mars Hill, and Brooks. So they're not playing any slouches.
No.
And so Lauderdale County will be looking to get back in the win column in region play. Again, as we talked about with Tanner, Clements is 3-3 on the season, 1-2 in region. Clements needs 3 of the next 4 games to get to the playoff. Those 4 opponents: Lauderdale County, Colbert County, Sheffield, and Mars Hill. Going to be tough sledding for them guys as well. There is some winnable games in there. Anytime you look and there's still Mars Hill, that's going to be a big-time opponent. But Clements has Lauderdale County coming to town this week. AHSFHS.org has Lauderdale County favored by 11 points in that game, JV. Does Lauderdale County cover 11? You can vote with your heart.
I want to. I really do. It's going to be tough. I mean, that game's there. it's just, across the river. Them two teams have played so many times, but I think Clements will keep it close. I think Lauderdale County won't cover. I think they'll win, but I don't think they'll cover.
I think they cover. I do think you're right. I think Clements plays tough for about a half, and then Lauderdale County's probably going to have a few more dudes, a little more depth, and then they'll kind of stretch it out there in the second half. Hopefully they don't. Yeah. I'd love to be wrong. One of those games where I'd love to be wrong. Wouldn't it be awesome if Clements beats Lauderdale County and they coming in favored?
I can't remember the last time it's been a while, I think.
Yeah, we'd have to search that one. Let's see if I could find that one real quick. Lauderdale County opponents. If you have never used the AHS website, it is fantastic. Lauderdale County is 27-4 against the Clements Colts. The last win by the Clements Colts was in 2007 in overtime. The Clements Colts won 36-35.
Coach Barry Daniel.
Yeah, actually, Clements won 2 years back-to-back right there in 06 and 07. Okay. So you're taking Clements and the points?
Yeah.
Good deal. Moving on to our last two teams, we have already covered Athens, Ardmore, Elkmont, Tanner, and Clements, and our last two teams that we cover here in Limestone County, East Limestone was at West Limestone. Big rivalry game. Traditionally been a big rivalry game for many, many years. These two teams have played each other for a long time. East came out on top of that game, 34-0. You got any game details?
Well, the only thing I know is that East just controlled the game the whole time. They were up 20. I think it was 20-something at half. Mm-hmm. And but injuries is just dismantled the West Limestone Wildcats.
Heard they've had a lot of significant injuries.
Their starting quarterback ACL. Their backup quarterback, I was told, either has a high ankle sprain or a broke ankle. One of their big offensive linemen, he tore his ACL the other night.
Yeah.
And my buddy told me he counted at least 15 or 16 kids in street clothes on the sideline Friday night.
Wow. Yeah, that'll take a toll on your football program for sure. That win for East is the first of the season. That makes the East Limestone Indians the Limestone County Team of the Week. We don't have your fight song, East Limestone.
Well, we could
play
copyright it.
The copyrighted, Florida State ward chant, but we would love to have the East Limestone Band, and if anybody can record that from the sideline in the band room, anytime, anywhere, send that in to us. We'd love to feature your band on our show.
And we're going to feature a lady's son here in video clip on the video today. So, Miss Lacey, you need to get that for us.
Yeah, she can do that. Yeah. Well, I should have told her. She probably has it in her phone somewhere.
She probably does.
She said daughter's cheering and stuff through the years, and she's got it. That was my fault. I should have asked her. Anyway, if you're a East Limestone Indian and have the fight song in any form or fashion, send that in. You can put it in the comments. You can send us a DM and text it to me, and we'd love to feature your band playing the East Limestone fight song. They are now 1-4 on the season. They are 0-2 in region play. As far as the playoffs are concerned for East Limestone, they've got to win 3 of the next 4 games. The next 4 games are all region opponents. They got Lawrence County, West Point, Ardmore, and Fairview. The last one going to be tough. That Fairview game going to be a tough game. Fairview's still, about number 4 in the state in 5A, so East probably got those first 3 circled as we got to get these. Yeah. The Lawrence County game coming up for East. East is, by the way, favored in that game. Lawrence County is going to be at East. Lawrence County's 2-4. East is favored by 11 on the website, and then they will I think I can't remember if they go to West Point or West Point comes here, and then they go to Ardmore. I know that for sure. So, but you got to go one game at a time. First one of those is Lawrence County at East. East favored by 11.
And I know the other night East just ran the Wildcat the whole ball game because they don't have a quarterback,
and they were able to move the ball.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Indians.
I do too. I think East wins this game in similar fashion that they won the West game, running the ball, a lot of Wildcat, keeping it on the ground. Lawrence County, again, down from traditionally what they've been, had a pretty decent football program for quite a few years. I know you mentioned already they got a new coaching staff and probably just doing some things different, trying to fill out what's working, what's not. And but I think they come over, and I think East Limestone covers that 11 points.
And we may get to see Davis score again.
Yeah, speaking, well, let's get to West, and then we'll get to that. Okay. West has Hatton coming to town. Hatton is 3-2, and for those of you who may not know, Hatton is coached by the former Alabama Crimson Tide football player Nikita Stover, who was at Decatur Heritage, and he is now at Hatton. They are 3-2 and playing pretty good football.
Yeah, they are putting some points on some people.
Yes, a lot of points, and because of that, they are a 28-point favorite at West Limestone. West has to win out from here. They are 1-5. They got 4 more games left. All of those are region games. They have to win every single one of them to be considered for the playoff. They got Hatton, Wilson, Deschler, Brooks. There's a couple of those that are winnable games. A couple of the other ones are going to be super tough. Yeah. And this may be one of those where Hatton is favored by 28, Jay. Do you think Hatton covers the 28 points?
Yeah, I'll take the Hornets.
Unfortunately, I will too, considering the injuries that you've just told our listeners about. Yeah. When you got a lot of guys in street clothes, that's usually not good. And so I think Hatton will cover the 28 points as well. Anything else on either of those two teams, Jay?
No, just, I just hate it for Coach Davis and all those kids over there, all those injuries, and it's been a lot of injuries throughout the whole county this year.
Yeah, well, you're just saying that about the first and then second string quarterback at West. Pretty much similar things going on at East Limestone. I know they've run a lot of Wildcat stuff last week too. Ardmore didn't have their starting quarterback this past Friday night. They were running some of those Wildcat Hulk packages and different things to be able to move the ball, and so. As you get deep into the season, man, those injuries every year we're talking about, some team that has those significant injuries. And really, when you're talking about playoff berths and things of that nature, it's really attrition. Who can get to the end of the season with the least amount of injuries?
Yeah, no, it's just crazy how it's happened this year.
Yep. Speaking of Limestone County sports, where legends ignite. We've got a legend in the making. I don't know if any of you were able to watch the Alabama-Georgia game from this past Saturday. I didn't get to see the first half, Jay. We were at a ballpark playing softball.
Same here.
Till about...
We were playing baseball.
Yeah, till about halftime. Luckily, we were playing in Athens, and so by the time the tournament's over, we get home. We get to watch the whole second half. But I keep seeing people tweeting something about Caden Proctor. We need to throw more screens to Caden Proctor. What are they talking about? Sure enough, after a few swipes, I find the play where Caden Proctor is an offensive lineman, and he goes out wide left. Looks like he's lined up as a wide receiver. He is back off the line. He's got a little scrawny wide receiver in front of him. Lo and behold, motion goes across. They motion another wide receiver over in front of him, and they throw him the ball out towards the boundary. And you talking about a rumbling, stumbling wreck of a man coming through, trying to get to the end zone.
He about killed Jam Miller, who was blocking him.
Bro, could you imagine? There's a picture that, you know, some of the folks, fans posted about. It's a great photo. He's got the ball. He's coming like right towards the camera. And I was like, if that dude's headed in my direction, I don't, you know, you got to make a business decision at that point. And, you know, he's, I think they said 6'7", maybe 6'8", 6'7", or 6'8", about 340?
Yeah.
Somewhere around in there. Coming at you as fast as he can go. I don't know if I'm getting anywhere around him, bro.
And coach had told and said Saturday night that play had been in since fall camp started, and found the time to run it. And said Ty had told him, said just make sure you catch the ball.
Yeah. Well, I love it when these guys hold those plays in their back pocket for big games like that. Like, I hate when you run plays like that against Southwestern Missouri State.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you just save that?
And if you remember, Alabama in the past, different coaching staffs have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But those two guys scored. Deron Payne did it against Clemson.
Yeah.
In the Sugar Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was it Andre Smith did it in the Independence Bowl that year against Oklahoma State.
Yep.
But he scored too. So, but Caden was wanting to score bad. But.
Well, he was close. I think if they could have ran it to the wide side of the field, no, it was, you know, towards the short side, so he had limited space. But he might have scored. But maybe he'll get another opportunity. But speaking of big guys with the ball in their hands,
and this is the same week in the middle school game. My good friend Chris Gravett, his son Hayden plays middle school at East. Mm-hmm. Same thing. He scored against Lindsay Lane.
Hey, that's awesome. Well, speaking of big guys notoriously just blocking, you know, they don't get the hype that all the young guys get, or the speed guys, the wideouts, the running backs, the quarterback. You know, the O-line and D-line never gets any credit. And so this week, Davis Williams, son of Lacey Stiegel, he's been playing football at East Limestone for a long time.
Yeah.
Stayed through coaches changes, stayed committed. The article, I think, in the paper that I read, you know, Coach Will over there was just talking nothing but good things about Davis and how good of a kid he is, how good of a leader he is. And he had told him, man, if we can get to a place in a ball game and we're up, we're going to let you tote the rock. And Lacey sent me the videos. We're going to put these up right now. If you're listening, try to go to our Facebook or YouTube and click that video. You'll see that there on the screen. But you'll see Davis lines up in the backfield. It's awesome seeing number 71.
Yeah.
Lined up at tailback.
And Hayden was 76.
Yeah, that's great. He's lined up at tailback on about the 2 or 3 yard line. They hand him the ball, and much like those guys trying to tackle Caden Proctor, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams is coming to the end zone, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. And so great for that kid. If you've seen that play there, please share that with that family. Just side note, Davis's grandfather, Mr. Steve Pettis, was one of my principals at Elkmont High School. JV was talking, we were talking about it before we started recording. He was talking about, you know, how great of a man Steve Pettis was, and I said he was a fantastic principal after I graduated.
He was my principal at Clements.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in his office, and most of the time in his right-hand man, Mr. Stan Davis's office. And Stan and his paddle and me were pretty tight, and so a great family there. If you're you know, up from the Elkmont area, Pettisville, we call it Pettisville. If you're up from
we know the mayor of Pettisville.
Yeah, you talking about Jamie Dawson?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do. But family, been in this area for a long, long time. Great to see that kid get the football in his hands, and that's just great for your program, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate Will, Coach Will over there at East Limestone doing things like that. Like to see other coaches do it, and you do.
Yeah.
You know how vested these families are in your programs and in your school and in your communities, and when you get an opportunity to let something like that happen, you just take that opportunity because it's just a good gesture, and man, it's fantastic for Davis and his family and the East Limestone program as well. I'm sure Coach Johnson will see some fruit from that moving forward in the next 2 or 3 games. Now he's had a front-loaded schedule anyway. Yeah. Played a lot of big opponents early. And so as he gets in the meat of his schedule here, man, he can create some great team unity, seeing things like that. And those younger guys can kind of feed off of it, and hopefully they'll get rolling here as they go throughout their season.
Yeah, and great job by Will and his staff, Coach Freeman over there as well. Peyton Bolden helps out over there, so they got a good staff, and they're going to do some things over there.
Yep, playing good football too.
Yeah.
Jay, you want to talk a little college? We got maybe 5 minutes left here. Did you get to watch any of the Auburn A&M game?
I watched some of it on my phone while we're in between ball games, and one of the kids' uncles that I sit with and under the tent in between games, he's an Auburn fan.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to hear that, Jay.
He was.
You had to sit with Auburn fans in between.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. And
I got to question his decision making though.
Go ahead, I'm done. He said, "I have a nickname now for Jackson Arnold." I said, "You do?" He said, "Yeah, it's called Saxton."
Saxton Arnold. I like that. Well, did you hear about the nickname for now Ty Simpson? Crimson Simpson.
I didn't hear that.
I've seen it on Twitter. The kids were trying to get it trending.
I was listening to my buddy Drew and his show this morning driving over, and one of the guys that called in said that Auburn's left tackle looked like Chris Capps the other day. He said he couldn't block his 9-year-old daughter.
Is that now they've got 2 freshman linemen? Is that correct?
Yeah,
Auburn does.
And
is that one of them?
I think so. But the thing about it is, which he wouldn't have got to play this year anyway. But Spencer Dolan played at Athens.
Yeah.
He was committed to Auburn for a while.
Yeah.
So Auburn decides they don't want him no more because they're going through the portal to get these guys. Mm-hmm. And you seeing the fruits of that transfer portal. Quarterbacks getting killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't – these guys go to the portal. I cannot stand all of this portal transfer and all this stuff. There's no dedication to anything, no commitment to anything. And hey, that's coaches as well. Yeah. They'll de-up for money in a heartbeat, and then it produces stuff like this. And I think the days of building a team where hey, this year we may struggle a little bit this year, but we're building for year 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. Those days are over. Yeah. Just because we live in this microwave society, everybody wants to win right now. All of the fan base and the donors and boosters and everybody wants to win right now. They don't have time to wait for you to build anything.
And with Hugh Freeze on the hot seat from last year, not having a winning season in 2 or 3 years, mm-hmm. He had to do something to
try to get there.
Yeah.
Now, who's Auburn got this week?
They're off this week. Then they got Georgia at home next week.
Is Georgia playing this week?
I think they're playing Kentucky at home, so that should be a winnable game.
Yeah, that's probably good for Auburn that they're playing this week because they can take out their aggression from the big L that they lost at home to the mighty Crimson Tide. Because if they were going straight from that to Auburn, that probably wouldn't bode well for the Auburn Tigers.
No, it wouldn't.
But
just talking about our game here, when we got the fumble down in Georgia's end and didn't score and missed the field goal, I thought that's going to hurt.
You talking about the field goal that was wide California? It was not wide left. It was wide California.
He hooked it at Columbia, South Carolina, and now it's up in the Appalachians somewhere.
Yes. I don't know if I've ever seen a worse kick. And I don't know this kid, man. I hate to, talk about kids. I'm sure that something happened, but as soon as he kicked it, my wife said, "Who is this guy?"
And the thing about, I had to, which we were playing in Oklahoma, so I had to listen to the whole game coming home in the car. And so, and we get the ball second half, and we go all the way down about the 25 and then score then. I thought, here we go again. Because you know how Kirby is, he can make adjustments.
Yep.
And he did. And luckily, our defense, the run defense, has still got a long way to go.
Yeah. Kirby makes a lot of dumb decisions.
Yeah.
And specifically when he's playing Alabama.
His ego gets in the way.
You know that year they did some fake punt at like midfield?
Yeah, Justin Fields was in there.
and everybody's like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I thought the same thing when he didn't kick the field goal to tie the game. Now, I know there was still, maybe 5 minutes left in the game at that point. Why would you – and the play you run, if you've got something in your back pocket and you're like, oh, there's no way we're going to get 1 yard with this. We're going to get 1 yard. And you give the ball on pretty much a handoff to
I think he was a third string running back.
Possession like, I think he gets some like slot. He's like slot receiver, possession, wide receiver, third string running back.
Yeah.
Odd call, man.
Yeah.
Odd call. And odd call just not kicking the field goal to tie the game right there. And that's what ended up costing you.
Yeah.
Alabama ends up now they did get the ball back, I think, after that. Georgia did. They don't do anything. They have to punt. And then Alabama gets the ball back. And I'm telling Carl, Alabama gets the ball back with about 3 minutes left. And I'm like, if we get 2 first downs right here, the game's over. Yeah. The play call on, was it third and
that misdirection throwback?
Yes. Yeah. Dude, you talking about elite play calling. Yeah. When you see play calls like that, and it works, obviously. If it doesn't work, you're like, we couldn't run for 1 yard. But dang, it was a good play call. And as soon as he, gets the first down, he goes down, keeps the clock running, and I'm like, it's over. Yeah,
now we got the little guy that can run everywhere and throw everywhere, Diego Pavia, coming to town.
Yeah, coming off a big emotional win against Georgia, and then Vandy's coming to town with College Game Day.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. Hopefully you can, get back up again, because Vandy's a pretty good little football team.
Yeah, they are 5-0.
5-0 now. I mean, same as last year. Alabama should have more athletes than Vandy, but as we seen last year, that didn't matter.
That didn't matter.
And so hopefully we'll have a little edge, a little revenge, and beat Vandy like Alabama usually beats Vandy, like little brother. Sorry, no, Auburn, we're not talking about you. No. You're not little brother anymore. Vandy is.
Nephew.
Yeah. All right, Jay, you got anything else? We're rambling now.
Tailgate Talk's going to probably be live from Ardmore Card Show this Saturday morning.
Awesome, man. Hopefully, everything goes great. Looks right now going to have fantastic weather. A little cooler. Yeah. Be great when everybody's walking around the car show. Should be 600-800 cars there, swap meet, food trucks, anything and everything that you've ever thought of that has anything to do with an automobile.
Yeah, and we'll have Coach Snyder on live, I'm sure of that. And some of our other coaches as well, talking about recaps of their Friday night game, and we'll have a special guest on as well. So Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings from 10 to 12, WKAC, 1080 AM, or the PAS Plus app. Just want to thank everybody for reaching out to me. I did an interview a couple of weeks ago with Sporting News about the Alabama-Georgia game and talking about Kalen DeBoer, and this post went all over their Facebook page, and people reaching out to me. Yeah, it really did happen. That's not a spam or nothing like that. That really did happen. So I want to thank Bill Bender for that, guy reaching out to me, and Brett Beard. But, Tailgate Talk, and go out and turn in your score stream scores if you're at a game. We need those for halftime scores as well.
Yeah, we'll post that link that Jay's talking about, the article from Sporting News on our page as well. You can check that out if you're interested. Thanks for listening. Get in those fight songs from your local bands.
Yes.
We'd love to feature your local bands on Limestone County Sports as well. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic week. Oh, side note before I forget, Lindsay Lane Christian Academy will be having their first ever homecoming football game this Friday night.
Yes.
I think they are playing, is it Summerton?
Something Christian.
Christian is coming over Friday night, and so a big game for them. They have a great football atmosphere over there, but they've been playing on like Monday or Tuesday nights, kind of JV middle school stuff, and so this will kind of be their first ever Friday night lights. And so if you're in that area, go by and check out some football there as well. Thanks for listening. Have a fantastic week, and God
bless y'all.
you.
Bleachers rumble with the roar of the crowd. Underneath the stars, we make our town proud. Every win, every loss, we shout it out loud. From the court to the field, to the dirt and the track, we cheer for the glory, we never hold back. It's the pulse of the county, the pride we unpack. Limestone County Sports, we bring the game to life. Every play, every fight, every Friday night. Limestone County Sports, it's where legends ignite. Limestone